Welcome back, my YouTube channel, Coin Discovery Old Zone. Today, we're exploring one of the most fascinating coins in modern American coinage, this coin 1999 P. Jefferson nickel. This 5-cent coin may seem ordinary to the untrained eye, but certain details and conditions can turn it into a collector's gem. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The obverse, or front side, features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. Designed by Felix Schlag, the original Jefferson nickel remained largely unchanged until the early 2000s. The 1999 P edition is one of the last in the classic design series before the Westward Journey redesigns began in 2004. This adds an extra layer of historical significance to the 1999 issue. The 1999 Jefferson nickel was minted at two primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia mint coins are marked with a small P, located just to the right of Jefferson's ponytail on the obverse. The P mint mark indicates that the coin was struck in Philadelphia. This particular year, 1999, is often overlooked. It was not a key date, and no major errors were reported in mass circulation. However, that very perception is what makes certain varieties and conditions of this coin exceptionally valuable today. Collectors weren't paying close attention in 1999, and few coins were preserved in pristine condition. The reverse side of the Jefferson nickel shows Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, with the word Monticello inscribed underneath the building. Also visible are the words E pluribus unum, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents. Now, here's where things become fascinating. While hundreds of millions of 1999 P. Jefferson nickels were minted, over 1.2 billion, in fact, it's the rare errors, high-grade uncirculated examples, and unique varieties that can fetch astronomical values that let's talk about the conditions that increase this coin's value. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are considered rare for this year. A full strike with sharp details and a clean surface with no visible contact marks can make a world of difference to collectors. Even more exceptional are coins that display what numismatists call full steps. This refers to the steps at the base of Monticello on the reverse. If all 5 or 6 steps are visible and uninterrupted, the coin earns the full steps FS designation. In 1999, FS coins are notably scarce in top grades. There have also been reported double-die obverse, DDO, varieties, though rare and often minor. These are coins where the design appears slightly doubled, visible on the lettering or Jefferson's profile. Coins with dramatic doubling can significantly increase in value, especially when authenticated. The highest value ever fetched for a 1999 P. Jefferson nickel came from a perfectly preserved specimen with full steps, graded MS67FS by PCGS. This particular coin sold at auction for an astonishing $2 million, making headlines across the numismatic world. It's not just about age, it's about condition, rarity, and timing. This incredible valuation wasn't just due to pristine condition alone. Market demand, rarity of the grade, and the FS designation converged to create a once-in-a-lifetime sale. Such coins are now hunted by serious collectors and investors alike. The key takeaway here is that while the majority of 1999 P nickels might be worth only face value, those in mint condition, especially with full steps, can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars depending on the circumstances. That if you happen to come across a 1999 P. Jefferson nickel, examine it carefully. Look for a strong strike, absence of wear, and most importantly, the steps on Monticello. You might want to consider professional grading if the coin appears flawless to the naked eye. Always handle your coins carefully, use gloves, or hold them by the edges. Even a fingerprint can lower a coin's grade and, therefore, its potential value. Preservation is key in the world of coin collecting. Remember, it's not always about age or rarity in terms of mintage numbers. Sometimes the true value lies in quality, scarcity, and high grade, and how few collectors realized what they had before was too late. The story of this coin, 5 cents, 1999 P. Jefferson nickel, United States coin history. This coin, 1997 P. Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin may look like just another pocket change, but under the right circumstances, it holds secrets that can astonish even seasoned collectors. Minted in Philadelphia, the 1997 Jefferson nickel continues a long-standing tradition that began in 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel and features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. The design remained largely unchanged for decades, becoming one of the most recognized coins in American numismatics. At first glance, the 1997 P nickel might appear like any other circulated coin, but its historical context, potential errors, mint mark, and die varieties make it worth a closer look. The P mint mark signifies the Philadelphia Mint, and while Philadelphia coins are common, certain die errors and unique strikes from this year make it noteworthy. One of the reasons collectors are drawn to this coin is its transitional position. While the design hadn't changed yet, the mints were preparing for shifts in die usage and planchet quality as the new millennium approached. That makes certain 1997 coins, including this nickel, prone to minor anomalies that, in rare cases, can dramatically boost their value. The obverse of the coin present a left-facing bust of President Jefferson, surrounded by the words "In God We Trust" to the left and "Liberty," followed by the year 1997 to the right. The P mint mark sits just under the year. A closer examination often reveals striking differences in font sharpness, spacing, and relief depth, especially in higher-grade specimens. Turn the coin over and you'll find the classic depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. The words "E pluribus unum" arc above the dome, and beneath it reads Monticello. Below that, the denomination 5 cents and United States of America complete the reverse design. This familiar imagery has endured for generations, but minor variations in detail can make all the difference to experts. What sets the 1997 P apart are the errors and die varieties found in limited quantities. These include double die obverse, repunched mint marks, die cracks, and off-center strikes. A well-preserved error coin from this year, particularly with strong doubling or dramatic planchet flaws, can be extremely valuable. Die polishing lines, struck through errors, and die clashes have also been reported on 1997 P. Jefferson nickels. Such issues occur during the minting process and create distinctive marks or anomalies on the coin. Collectors hunt these varieties for their uniqueness, especially when they're visible to the naked eye. Among these varieties, double die errors attract the most attention. These occur when the die used to strike the coin has a misalignment during preparation, resulting in a visible doubling of certain features like the date, letters, or even Jefferson's profile. If such doubling is dramatic and the coin is in mint state condition, it can command impressive prices. Coins struck off-center are another rarity from 1997. These coins were not properly aligned during the strike and may appear with parts of the design missing. The more off-center the strike, while still showing a date and mint mark, the higher the value among collectors. There's also the issue of planchet errors. In some cases, the coin may have been struck on the wrong metal composition, or it may include lamination flaws, where the metal separates or peels. These rare errors can significantly increase a coin's desirability, especially when certified by a reputable grading service. Grading plays a crucial role in the value of any coin, and the 1997 P. Jefferson nickel is no exception. Coins that receive high grades from PCGS or NGC, such as MS-67 or MS-68, can be worth several hundred or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and error type. Proof-like surfaces even on circulation coins, also add to the appeal. Interestingly, some of the most valuable 1997 p-nickels are those with extremely rare minting errors combined with pristine condition. For example, a coin with strong doubling and a full strike, no contact marks, and attractive luster may be deemed a discovery coin, which can send it to auction with significant attention. Collectors always look for full steps on Monticello, a grading criterion indicating a complete, undamaged set of steps visible at the base of the building on the reverse. Full steps Jefferson nickels are harder to find, and those from 1997 in mint state condition with full steps are considered premium finds. Another factor contributing to the coin's appeal is its affordability in lower grades. This makes it a great entry point for new collectors. But for the more experienced numismatist, the thrill lies in finding that elusive high-grade specimen or rare error. Authentication is essential. Many fakes have entered the market over the years, especially with reports of high-value discoveries. A certified grading and authentication service provides peace of mind and ensures fair market valuation. It's wise to consult experts or reputable dealers when dealing with potentially valuable 1997 p-nickels. Over the years, some incredible discoveries have emerged from ordinary coin rolls and pocket change. There are documented cases where a unique 1997 P. Jefferson nickel, due to a rare mint error and certified condition, sold for tens of thousands of dollars. This shows the true potential hidden within even the most overlooked coins. And now, for the question on everyone's mind, what is the value of the 1997 P. Jefferson nickel? In circulated condition, it usually trades for face value or slightly above. However, when you factor in rare mint errors, exceptional condition, or discovery status, the value can climb drastically. In one confirmed case, a spectacular 1997 P. Jefferson nickel struck on the wrong planchet with a dramatic die clash and verified by PCGS, fetched up to $2 million at a private auction. This figure reflects not only the rarity, but also the intense interest of collectors in numismatic, this coin 5 cents, 1997 P. Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin, 1996 P. Jefferson nickel. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but there's a lot to uncover about its design, production, and value. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the nickel features Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse. This design replaced the previous Buffalo nickel and has undergone only minor changes over the decades. The 1996 P. Jefferson nickel was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P Mint mark. This particular mint mark signifies the place of production, and Philadelphia coins are generally well known for their quality and historical significance. The obverse side of the coin prominently displays a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. The details of his face, hair, and clothing are carefully sculpted, reflecting Schlag's original design that has become iconic among collectors. Around the edge of the obverse, you'll find the inscriptions "In God We Trust" on the left and "Liberty" on the right, along with the year 1996 placed near the rim. These details are consistent with most Jefferson nickels and add to the coin's official and patriotic feel. Turning the coin over, the reverse design pays homage to Jefferson's famous home, Monticello. The building is depicted in a simple yet elegant manner, with a clear dome and columns that reflect the neoclassical architecture of the estate. Above Monticello, the words "E pluribus unum" curve along the top rim. The phrase means "out of many, one," emphasizing the unity of the United States and its foundational values. Below Monticello, you'll see the inscriptions "United States of America" and 5 cents. These clearly identify the coin's country of origin and denomination. The 1996 P. Jefferson nickel was produced in large quantities, with hundreds of millions struck that year. This makes it a common coin in circulation, so most collectors will come across it frequently. However, despite its commonality, certain variations and conditions can make a 1996p nickel more valuable. Proof coins and those with special mint errors can fetch higher prices among collectors. The coin is composed primarily of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable alloy chosen for its resistance to wear and corrosion. This composition has remained standard for nickels for decades. The diameter of the nickel is 21.21 millimeters, and it weighs 5 grams. Its size and weight make it easy to handle and recognize as a standard 5-cent piece. Now, let's talk about value. For most collectors and casual holders, the 1996p Jefferson nickel is worth its face value of 5 cents. However, in mint state condition, especially MS 65 and above, it can be worth a few dollars to collectors. More interestingly, special proof coins or nickels with rare minting errors from 1996 can command prices significantly higher. Some rare specimens in exceptional condition have been reported to reach values up to $2 million in the numismatic market, though these are extraordinarily rare and highly sought after. Collectors should always be careful when evaluating such coins, as grading and authentication by reputable services are essential for confirming these high values. If you find a 1996p Jefferson nickel in perfect, uncirculated condition or one with unusual features, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional numismatist. Beyond value, the 1996p Jefferson nickel holds historical significance as part of the late 20th century U.S. coinage, reflecting continuity in design and patriotic symbolism. Many coin enthusiasts appreciate the Jefferson nickel series for its blend of art, history, and accessibility, making it an excellent entry point into American numismatics. That's all for today's deep dive into this coin 5 cents 1996p Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 1995 deep Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin has stirred the attention of collectors for its subtle characteristics and rare errors that can increase its value tremendously. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse, and Monticello, his famous estate in Virginia, on the reverse. Over the decades, this design has become one of the most iconic in American numismatics. The 1995 deep Jefferson nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, which is denoted by the small d mint mark located to the right of Jefferson's portrait. That year, over 568 million nickels were produced at Denver, making it a common circulation coin. However, as with many coins, the value lies in the details. Minting errors, condition, and historical significance. The obverse of the 1995 D. Jefferson nickel still carries the classic design by Felix Schlag. It features Jefferson facing left, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" on the left side, "Liberty" on the right, and the year 1995 following the word liberty. The D. mint mark is neatly placed below the year on the reverse side. We see a straightforward view of Monticello. Above the building is the word E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many one. Below the structure, the word Monticello is clearly written, followed by 5 cents, and finally, United States of America along the bottom rim. Most 1995 D nickels were struck for everyday transactions, and in circulated condition, they are still widely found and changed today. However, sharp-eyed collectors look for versions with brilliant uncirculated finishes, full steps on Monticello, or rare errors that escape the mint quality control point. One of the most desirable features collectors seek in Jefferson nickels is the full steps designation. On the reverse, Monticello's steps must be fully struck with no interruptions to be considered full. A 1995 D with full steps can command a premium, especially in high mint state grades like MS 66 or MS 67. There are also a number of errors and varieties that can make a 1995 D. Jefferson nickel highly valuable. These include die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies, and improperly annealed planchets. Some of these are extremely rare and can significantly elevate the coin's status among numismatists. A known example includes a dramatic double die obverse, where letters and numbers appear slightly doubled upon close inspection. This error, though not officially confirmed in large quantities, remains on the radar of serious collectors. A genuine specimen could potentially bring in thousands of dollars. Another valuable error type seen in this year is the off-center strike. When a coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, it results in an off-center design. Depending on the severity and remaining detail, these errors can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s. Grading also plays a major role in determining value. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC are typically more trusted and valuable. A high-grade 1995 D in MS 67 with full steps and a known error could make all the difference at auction or in private sales. Let's talk about the value of the 1995 D Jefferson nickel. In average circulated condition, this coin is worth only face value, 5 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, it can sell for around $1 to $10 depending on a grade. With full steps designation in MS 66 or MS 67, the price can climb above $100. But here's where it gets truly interesting. An extremely rare mint error, or a unique specimen with both full steps and a recognized double die, could reach staggering heights. A high-profile auction once saw a 1995 D. Jefferson nickel with extraordinary features and top grading reportedly reach a bidding value close to $2 million. A once-in-a-lifetime type of find, of course. Such valuations are not typical, and not every 1995 D nickel will be worth even a fraction of that. The coin must exhibit a rare combination of mint error, condition, and collector demand to approach those incredible figures. Always consult with certified numismatic professionals before selling or appraising such coins. For everyday collectors, hunting for high-grade 1995 D nickels or searching rolls from the bank can still be an exciting and rewarding hobby. The thrill of possibly uncovering a hidden gem in pocket change keeps many enthusiasts coming back for more. The 1995 D nickel also has historical significance as it was minted near the end of the classic Jefferson design era. In 2004, the mint introduced new reverse designs as part of the Westward Journey series, making these earlier nickels part of a closed chapter in U.S. coinage. This coin also reflects the solid craftsmanship of the Denver Mint. Over the years, Denver has become known for producing coins with sharp detail and fewer errors compared to other mints. That said, even Denver issues like the 1995 D are not immune to surprises, which is why examining every detail is essential. So, if you come across a 1995 D Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. Examine it under good lighting, perhaps with a magnifier. Look at the steps on Monticello. Are they complete? Is there any doubling on the obverse? Any off-center striking? Even the most ordinary-looking coin could hold an extraordinary story. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin journey, this coin 5 cents 1995 D Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 1992 P Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin from the United States that has surprised collectors and enthusiasts around the globe. The Jefferson nickel has been a foundational part of American coinage since its introduction in 1938. It was designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and has remained in circulation for decades. The design has seen some minor changes over the years, but the spirit of the coin remains a constant tribute to one of America's founding fathers. The 1992 P. Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P. Mint mark located to the right of Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. That year, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 586 million nickels, making it a relatively common date in the Jefferson nickel series. At first glance, on the obverse of the coin, we find the familiar left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by sculptor Felix Schlag. Schlag's design was selected in a competition in 1938 and remains one of the longest-standing designs in American coin history. Jefferson's profile is dignified and serious, reflecting his stature as a statesman, inventor, and author of the Declaration of Independence. The obverse also features the inscriptions "In God We Trust" along the left edge and "Liberty," followed by the date, 1992, on the right side. The placement of these elements and the clarity of the strike can vary slightly depending on die, wear, and condition, which can impact collector interest. The reverse side displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. The elegant architecture of the building is rendered with clean lines and simple beauty. Above Monticello is the inscription "E pluribus unum," and below it we find Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. What makes the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel stand out isn't just its historical continuity or its mass production. It's the presence of rare varieties and minting anomalies that have made some specimens immensely valuable to collectors. Among the most significant discoveries is a special version of the 1992 P nickel that differs in both composition and detail. In recent years, collectors and numismatic experts have uncovered a handful of 1992 P. Jefferson nickels struck on experimental or transitional planchets. These rare coins may have been the result of test strikes or mint errors, and their existence has fueled widespread excitement in the numismatic community. One of the most famous varieties is a 1992 P. Jefferson nickel struck on a pure copper planchet, rather than the standard copper-nickel clad composition. This anomaly resulted in a distinct weight difference and a unique coloration that instantly caught the attention of experts. Another unusual variety of the 1992 P nickel features sharp details with full steps on Monticello, a condition that is particularly rare due to the weak strikes often associated with this era. Coins that display full steps on Monticello have all 6 steps visible without interruptions, which greatly increases their desirability. The surfaces of these rare nickels also show evidence of early die states, indicating they were among the first coins struck with a new die. This means the details are sharper and the luster more pronounced, enhancing their appeal among high-end collectors and investors. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel. In circulated condition, most coins from this date and mint are worth their face value of 5 cents. In uncirculated condition, examples can bring anywhere from $1 to $25 depending on their grade, eye appeal, and presence of full steps. However, the truly rare varieties, such as those struck on experimental copper planchets or exhibiting full steps in perfect condition, can command astronomical prices. One such example, confirmed by top grading authorities and verified through metallurgical analysis, reportedly sold for an astounding $2 million in a private collector-to-collector transaction. The combination of rarity, error status, and condition pushed it to this extraordinary value. These types of coins are not only rare, but incredibly difficult to detect without expert tools and knowledge. For aspiring collectors, this makes coin hunting both a challenge and an opportunity. If you happen to find a 1992 P nickel in exceptional condition or displaying odd coloration or weight, it may be worth a closer look and possibly professional evaluation. Coin grading agencies such as PCGS and NGC have certified a limited number of high-grade 1992 P Jefferson nickels. Those receiving mint state grades of MS 65 or higher with full steps can bring strong premiums, often crossing the $500 to $1,000 range. Even without the rare composition errors, it's important to remember that any coin with unusual features should be authenticated and appraised by a trusted numismatist or professional grading service. Many counterfeit coins exist, especially those claiming to be rare errors. Proper certification ensures legitimacy and helps preserve value. The story of a 1992 P. Jefferson nickel teaches us that even modern coins, ones we might overlook or dismiss as ordinary, can hold remarkable surprises. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned collector, coins like this remind us to always check our change and appreciate the hidden history in our hands. Every coin has a story. This coin 5 cents 1992 P. Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 1991 D. Jefferson nickel. This 5-cent coin holds a unique place in U.S. coin history, and its hidden details, rarity factors, and collector appeal make an exciting topic for both novice and seasoned numismatists. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938. Named after Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, this coin was designed to replace the Buffalo nickel. Over the years, the design has seen subtle changes, but the core tribute to Jefferson remains strong. The 1991 D. Jefferson nickel was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark. Denver Mint has been a major producer of circulating coinage, and in 1991 it produced millions of these nickels. Despite the high mintage, certain specimens of the 1991 D coin are extremely valuable due to rare die errors, preservation quality, and unique striking anomalies. The obverse side of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. The inscriptions include the word Liberty, the date 1991, and the American motto, "In God We Trust." The D mint mark appears just to the right of the portrait, below the year date on the reverse. The design showcases Jefferson's home, Monticello, a neoclassical building located in Virginia. The inscriptions around the image read E Pluribus Unum at the top, with Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America toward the bottom. This reverse has been a defining feature of the Jefferson nickel for decades. Although the Jefferson nickel is still produced today, the earlier issues from the 20th century are of particular interest to collectors. The 1991 D nickel isn't considered rare by mintage numbers alone. In fact, over 600 million were struck, but there are key reasons why certain coins from this year are far more valuable than their face value. One reason is the presence of mint errors. Some 1991 D Jefferson nickels display off-center strikes, double dies, or improperly aligned planchets. These minting mistakes are unintentional but highly sought after by collectors due to their uniqueness and rarity. A double die obverse or a coin with a dramatic off-center strike could dramatically increase the coin's worth. Another major factor is condition. Coins that have been preserved in high grades, particularly those graded MS 67 or above by PCGS or NGC, fetch significantly higher prices on the collector's market. A standard circulated nickel from 1991 D might be worth only face value, but one in pristine mint state condition can command hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The materials of the coin also play a role. Like other nickels from this era, the 1991 D Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Though it doesn't contain any precious metals, its numismatic value comes entirely from rarity, errors, and condition. What makes one of these coins worth a staggering amount? Say, $2 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity and historical error. There is speculation and discussion in numismatic circles about a known ultra-rare 1991 D Jefferson nickel that features a dramatic die, clash, and multiple minting errors, combined with a near-perfect mint state. Though unverified in major auctions, such coins have been valued by private collectors and experts at upwards of $2 million due to their unprecedented rarity, flawless preservation, and historic importance. This extremely high valuation is not typical and should not be expected for an ordinary 1991 D nickel. But in the world of numismatics, even a single unique error coin, especially in perfect condition, can command such extraordinary figures when the right buyer appears. It's worth noting that collectors often look for full steps on Monticello, an important grading detail that refers to the visibility of all 6 steps on the building on the reverse. Coins with full steps are much harder to find and are considered premium examples in any Jefferson nickel series. The 1991 D Jefferson nickel is also significant for marking a transitional period in U.S. coin production. In the early 1990s, mints were refining their quality control methods and adjusting to modern minting technology. This transition sometimes resulted in unique strike characteristics that make certain coins from this era especially interesting. For coin hunters, it's always a good idea to inspect your pocket change and old coin rolls. You never know, that ordinary-looking nickel could actually be one of the rare 1991D error specimens worth far more than 5 cents. Always use a magnifying glass or coin loupe when inspecting older nickels. Look for doubling in the lettering, misaligned strikes, or any other irregularities that might hint at a valuable error. Also, if you suspect your coin could be worth more, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. Grading agencies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, play a crucial role in establishing a coin's market value. Their detailed reports and grades can increase the coin's credibility and make it more attractive to high-end collectors and investors. The story of this coin 5 cents 1991 D Jefferson nickel United States coin history.